Hi, this is Professor Matt W. And this guy right here, he's not a Muppet or a human. He's a robot named Roboti. We're going to meet him and how he works in a second. Roboti is a robot that works based on block coding or also the written Python code. Both are using Python code, but block coding is a little bit easier. And I'm going to show you some interesting things I can have Roboti do. If you notice, he's blinking his eyes. He also has a camera right there to see friends and say hello to friends. And he will move around based on the code that we wrote. And what do you think, Roboti? Do you like it? So I'm going to show you how he works. Okay, like I said, he works on the block coding, and it's very similar to the Scratch block coding, but a little bit more advanced. I'm going to start showing off some of my robots that I have for the Barrett School. Yep, show me your backside. Yep, that's right. Show them what's inside, your brains. Yep. So we see these chips and these motors, these servos. And let's see if I can. Yep, there we go. Change his eye color. Yep. And move his mouth. There we go. Coded to move his mouth. That's right, Roboti. Is there anything else you want to say to me? So he's looking at me right now. He's tracking my face. And he's tracking my face, and he's going to follow me if I move the camera around. So he's tracking us, and if I go up and down, he's going to look at me. What do you think about that, Roboti? Think anything of it? No? Okay. And he's not just a puppet, he is a robot working off Python code. So this is the coding system that Roboti, or the OBOT as it's called, works on. And a lot of different pieces of software pieces of hardware work off this block coding. It makes it easier for kids to learn how to code. But basically, we have a starting block, and then we have loop blocks like this forever block. So this one, for example, is a code where it forever has a loop where the head nods based on my mouse movement. But we can also have it based on other types of movement too. Like we can just have it in a loop to go back and forth, or in 180 degrees. We have another code that makes the lip moves, another code that makes the blink, the eyes blink randomly every between 0 and 10 seconds. We have another code here that when the key is pressed, when the space key is pressed, it changes color and also says hello. Now, I don't have speakers hooked up. I have headphones hooked up to my computer, so you can't really hear it. And then the last one, and then I have this other code that when the space key is pressed on the right side, that basically the lips move. All right. So here are all my options. I can actually build whatever program I want. I have speech options. I have motion options. For example, I could set the eye turn. I have multi-block options. These are more graphical. And data options, sound options, events. So when something is clicked, something happens. I have control settings. These are these loops. And it also has sensing, because if you can tell, it has a camera that senses different things, and it's looking for something to sense right now. And let's see if we can get it to sense me. And if you can see, it's looking at my face. It's tracking my face right now. All in this Roboti robot. All right, it's pretty cool. And I can make all kinds of different codes for this. I can also look at up here. I can change from block coding to the text coding, and that's our Python code. Okay, that we're using. All right, and we can use that to write the code too. So we can go back and forth. We can either write it, or we can use blocks to make it. This is all I think it's all very cool. And this is the type of block programming we're going to use at the Barrett School to teach coding and programming robots, eventually going from block coding to text coding, and eventually going from physical objects to programs, okay, and simulations. All this and more coming soon, but I'm going to go over some of my robots. So in the next few days, we'll see all of my robots. I think this one's one of the cooler robots. Roboti's pretty cool because we get this 3D image. But there's a lot to do, a lot of different robots to see, and I'm eager for you guys to see all the different robots I have. Thanks. Stay curious, my friends.